From sci-fi thrillers to wartime dramas, these are my top 10 Steven Spielberg movies. Number 10, Minority Report. Set in the year 2054, Minority Report stars Tom Cruise as John Anderton, the commanding officer of Pre-Crime, a police unit that can accurately predict and prevent crime. When John is accused of a future murder, he goes on the run and uncovers a vast conspiracy. Steven Spielberg's first collaboration with Tom Cruise, Minority Report saw Spielberg on top of his game in delivering visual effects heavy environments, providing an immersive world for Cruise to deliver an action man performance of strong emotional depth. Number 9, West Side Story. Set in 1957, West Side Story centers on a turf war between white American gang the Jets and Puerto Rican gang the Sharks that leads to a winner-takes-all rumble. Adding more fuel to the interracial fire is a love story between reformed criminal and former Jet Tony, played by Ansel Elgort, and Maria, played by Rachel Zegler, who is the sister of Sharks leader Bernardo, played by David Alvarez. Based on the popular Broadway musical that was first adapted to the big screen in 1961, West Side Story offers Spielberg the chance to bring his filmmaking talent to the musical genre, which he does with a dazzling display of image and sound that ranks in craft with his sci-fi epics. Number 8, Munich. Set after the 1972 Munich Olympics terror attack, in which 11 Israeli athletes were killed by Palestinian militants, Munich tells the story of Avner Kaufman, played by Eric Bana, a Mossad agent who is tasked to lead a team in a mission to eliminate the people responsible. Controversial in nature and fearless in execution, Munich saw Spielberg dive into the choppy waters that is the Israel-Palestine conflict through an espionage thriller that is as compelling as it is thought-provoking. Number 7, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Harrison Ford returns as Dr. Indiana Jones, the crusading archaeologist who partners with his estranged father, Dr. Henry Jones, played by Sean Connery, to find the mythical Holy Grail before the occult-obsessed Nazis get their hands on it. Compelled to answer the criticism targeted towards Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Spielberg tapped into the adventurous spirit of Raiders of the Lost Ark and made a film in The Last Crusade which many believe to be the best in the Indiana Jones series. The addition of Sean Connery as Indy's father is a big reason for the success of Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, with Ford and Connery sharing an easy chemistry on screen. Number 6, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. E.T. the Extraterrestrial tells the story of Elliot, played by Henry Thomas, an insecure young boy who befriends an alien stranded on Earth who he names E.T. When government agents attempt to capture E.T., Elliot and his friends try to help the yearning alien find his way home. A perfect blend of Spielberg's knack for sci-fi spectacle, family drama, and unabashed sentiment, E.T. the Extraterrestrial was a box office titan that made many a moviegoer weep in perhaps Spielberg's most wondrous movie for generations of children. Number 5, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Introducing everyone's favourite whip-toeing, fedora-wearing archaeologist Dr. Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford, Raiders of the Lost Ark saw Spielberg hit another level in his filmmaking prowess in this George Lucas-conceived adventure in which Dr. Jones must find the legendary Ark of the Covenant before it falls into the hands of occult-obsessed Nazis. Beginning with an iconic opening sequence and filled with many more memorable moments, Raiders of the Lost Ark also feature what many believe to be the ultimate Harrison Ford performance, where his movie star charm, sly humour, no-nonsense demeanour, and one hell of an overhand right make for an iconic character. Number 4, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Richard Dreyfuss stars in Close Encounters of the Third Kind as a regular family man whose life is changed after an encounter with a UFO. What follows is an amazing journey into self-discovery as Spielberg channels personal family struggles into a sci-fi drama featuring great performances from Dreyfuss and the Oscar-nominated Melinda Dillon. A film that is as awe-inspiring in its imagery as it is touching in its themes, Close Encounters of the Third Kind saw Spielberg find that perfect balance between spectacle and emotion. John Williams, meanwhile, delivers one of his most memorable compositions in the 5-tone motive shared between the alien visitors and the humans. Number 3, Saving Private Ryan. Set in 1944 Normandy, France, Saving Private Ryan stars Tom Hanks as Captain John Miller, the leader of a group of US Army Rangers tasked to retrieve paratrooper James Francis Ryan, played by Matt Damon, whose brothers have been killed in combat. With America's favourite movie star Tom Hanks leading a terrific ensemble that also features Ed Burns, Barry Pepper and Tom Sizemore, Saving Private Ryan blends incredible action filmmaking alongside moving dramatic moments in Spielberg's moving tribute to the greatest generation. Number 2, Schindler's List. Schindler's List stars Liam Neeson as Oskar Schindler, a German businessman and member of the Nazi Party who exploited Polish Jewish refugees by employing them in his factories, only to be moved by their plight at the hands of the sadistic SS Lieutenant Armand Goth, played by Ray Fiennes, and eventually securing their freedom. Shot in black and white and featuring incredible performances from Neeson, Fiennes and Ben Kingsley, Schindler's List saw Spielberg reach artistic highs that silenced many a critic who found his filmmaking too Hollywood, delivering a film of immensely powerful significance that cemented Spielberg as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. Number 1, Jaws. Jaws established the career of Steven Spielberg, spawned the summer blockbuster, and inspired a legion of filmmakers. Most of all, Jaws inspired fear of the monster lurking beneath. In this case, it is a giant man-eating shark that chomps through the populace of a seaside town until a trio comprised of a police chief, played by Roy Scheider, a marine biologist, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and a shark hunter, played by Robert Shaw, set off to face and destroy the Great White Death. The infectious chemistry between the three actors proves that the human characters in Jaws are just as vital as the monster itself. When that John Williams score hits and that giant-sized fin emerges from the icy blue water, horror at its most pure is achieved. Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.